Hi Chase, this is Miss Hobkirk. I'm going to go through some of the problems that I'm seeing with your work here, and this should straighten out several of your problems. First of all, on this page, when I go to this, which is your URL, I shouldn't get a page that looks like this. The reason I'm getting this page is because this file right here you have named index_html.html. And the directions said you had to name it index.html. So I need you to open up this page and resave it, naming it as index.html, and then move it to the web. That will solve some problems. Now, it's not going to solve everything. Now, on your national park page, also, when I'm in this index right here, the only things I should see in here are a file called index.html and a folder called daily. These other things should not be here. They're in the wrong place. So you have to pay attention to where you're putting things online. Now, when I go into your daily folder, I can see a list of your files, and it's a good start. But the problem is, this particular national park page, every time you have spaces in these file names, that's a big no-no, and you cannot have spaces in file names on web servers. Also, inside of daily should be a folder called images, so you need to move that folder into the folder called daily. That should be how it's set up on your computer, and it should be how it's set up on the web. So if I go to your national park page, one, you can tell up here all these %2 or 20s, that's where you have a space. And I can tell right off then by looking at that web address that you posted that you have spaces. So you need to rename the page and take out the spaces. Secondly, then, you need to update this page so that it contains a link to the file. And when you turn it in on this page, you should only be giving me a link to your home page, which I have highlighted right there, and it should have a working link to any assignment. So going forward, that's what you need to do in order to get credit. So work on these things. I know you have a crazy schedule this week because of TCAP testing, but let me know when you've made some changes and are ready for some regrades.